بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Assalamu alaikum once again, guys, and welcome to another storytelling episode where we are discussing the stories of the prophets alayhimus salam. And last time we talked about the story of Ayub and the story of Dhul Kifl. I think we handled that together. And today, inshallah, we're going on to another story, another simple story. This is the story of Yunus A.S. So it's going to be another short story, 3 pages only. So let's see. Sultana, it's just you and me today.
جي القيس أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قصة يونس عليه السلام قصة يونس قصة يونس عليه السلام
Why Yunus?
يونس
Why
no
Yunus?
يونس yeah because
What's the
يونس
relationship here between Qissa and
مضاف
Yunus?
مضاف إليه it's مضاف مضاف إليه
Yes.
so
And
يونس is غير منصرف so it cannot have a زير
exactly.
So it will be Yunus, قصة
Yes.
يونس عليه السلام.
Good.
So أرسل الله نبيه يونس نبيه يونس عليه السلام إلى قوم يدعوهم إلى توحيد الله توحيد الله تعالى والترك
What is it going back to this? Wow. What is it connecting with?
It is عطف إلى so it will be وتركي
yes.
وترك الشرك وترك الشرك به وتحذير حذر يحذر وتحذيرهم
Why تحذيره? Why روهم? Why are you putting a ضمة?
والتحذير
This waw is connecting to which?
والتحذير حذر يحذر الشرك به so this should be وتحذيرهم وتحذيرهم.
Yeah, because this is connected to this and this is connected to this, right?
Ji. So it will be majroor. وتحذيرهم من عاقبة من عاقبة this is بخاي or بخايس عاقبة البخاي or بخاي بقائي على دينهم إلا أنهم لم يستجيبوا دعوته
لا or لي
لم يستجيبوا لدعوته
yes
وأسروا على دينهم واستكبروا على دعوة نبيهم فما كان
what's the relationship here?
على دعوة نبيهم مضاف إليه
yes
جي على دعوة نبيهم فما كان this is ما كان this is min sister min
yes min
يونس من يونس عليه السلام إلا أن خرج من قريتي إلا it is إلا right إلا أن خرج
yes
من قريتي قومه من قومه دون إذن
is it duni or duna? Duna, I think it's gonna be have a because it's a special mudaf, So it's مبني على الفتح unless it comes with a حرف جر, then it becomes من دوني. But because
من
it's
دون
a special مضاف, it's always going to be مبني على الفتح. Like بين.
بين.
Yeah, so you'll have بين, and then if it comes with a حرف of jar before it, it's going to be like من بيني. Something like that.
دون. Okay, so this will be دون. من دون
Mhm.
قومه دون إذن
Mhm.
من ربه
Mhm.
فركب إحدى السفن إحدى السفن
Mhm.
وكانت كانت مليئة
Mhm.
مليئة كانت مليئة بالركاب
بالركاب. ركاب.
بالركاب وال والأمتعة
أمتية.
والأمتية
Mhm.
فاشتدت رياح فاشتدت رياح فاشتدت
الرياح.
الرياح
Mhm.
أثناء 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 أثناء
Yes. Another special
أثناء
مضاف. Mhm.
مضاف أثناء إبحار السفينة
Yes.
إبحار السفينة وخشية
Mhm.
من خشية من فيها
Mhm. Mhm.
من فيها الغرق فيها غرق it should be خشية من فيها الغرق فيها
Mhm.
الغرق sister
Yeah, why غرقة though?
because this should be مفعول به of
Mhm.
خشية
Yes. Yes.
فيها الغرق وبدا وبداوا
Mhm.
بدأوا بالتخلص بالتخلص
Mhm.
بالتخلص من
Mhm.
الأمتية
Mhm.
التي معهم
Mhm.
إلا أن الحال
Mhm.
لم يتغير لم يتغير
لم
غير
يتغير.
في المجازي لم
Mhm.
يتغير خرر فقرروا
Mhm.
فقرروا
Yes.
فقرروا فقرروا إلغاء عهد
وإلقاء.
إلغاء عهد
وإلقاء.
قرروا لم يتقرروا because they should be مضاف for عهد
مضاف. Yes, it is a مضاف, but why is it منصوب?
because they should be مفعول به for قرروا فعل.
Yes. Good. Oops. Mhm.
قال عهد منهم واخترعوا
Mhm. So
فيما
remember
بين
همزة الوصل when it comes with a waw
اخترع
before it, you
واخترعوا
yes. Uh-huh.
دي قال واخترعوا بين فيما بينهم it's a
Mhm.
مضاف بينهم فوق فوق فوق
وقعت.
فوق فوقعت
Uh-huh.
فوقعت
Mhm.
على يونس عليه
Mhm.
السلام
Mhm.
فألقي في
ف
البحر
ف
فألقي أو
mm.
ألقي
Mm.
في
ألقي
البحر
because it's
ألقي
مجهول.
مجهول ألقي
Mm.
فألقي في البحر
Mhm.
وسخر في البحر وسخر this should be
Yes.
ماضي sister
Yes,
وسخر
ماضي.
الله سخر الله له هوتا
Mhm.
ابتلاه دون أن يصيبه.
We covered this word in Surah Al-Taghabun. أصاب
طيب
you
أصاب يصيب يصيب أن يصيبه
أن يصيب.
when it
Yes,
means
you're right.
يصيب it
Mhm.
منصوب بأي بأي
أذن. Like هدى.
أذن
أذن. Yeah.
هدى. अच्छा. Okay, so this is masdar. أذن.
Yes. Yes. مصدر.
أذن. واستخر
Again.
واستخر يونس في بطن في بطن الحوت في بطن الحوت مسبحا ربه
Why is ربه?
his مضاف إليه
If it's a مضاف, it would be ربي.
مسبحا هل هو ربه. this should be مسبحا ربه.
What's the relationship here?
مسبحا تسبيح. So this should be the sifa of
What kind of ism is this? What kind of مسبحا
is this is اسم الفاعل.
اسم الفاعل. Exactly.
اسم الفاعل.
So remember we talked about sometimes اسم فاعل or اسم مفعول or اسم صفة, they act as a فعل and they take on a مفعول به.
جي
So
ربه.
this is
so this will be ربه.
مفعول به ومسبحا.
The huwa zamir in this will be fa'il. So this will act as a fail and the next word it will be maf'ul bihi for that.
Yes. Yeah.
ربه مستغفرا ومستغفرا إياه.
Same thing is also happening here. Okay, so this is a independent pronoun that is mansub. إياه, like إياك نعبد. It's an independent pronoun that is mansub. So it's a مفعول به of مستغفرا. Okay. Is that clear?
جي وتأتيبا إليه تائبا
from توبة. تاب يتوب توبا فهو تائب.
اوكي اسم الفاعل تائبا إليه فقذف به الحوت فقذف حوت fish. अच्छा قذف به الحوت. अच्छा So this is male, sister. Al-hutu fish. This is muzakkar then.
Yes. The whale, the big fish that swallowed him. Oh, I just remembered we haven't been translating, but it's fine. Let's finish and then we'll come back and translate.
No, because khazafa is muzakkar fail, right? Huwa zamir, then it should be huwa. So hutu should be huwa. So I thought in that way I asked.
Yeah, this is not mu'annath. The ta is not litanith. The ta is part of the jidr.
जी huta ilal barri bi amrin minallahi wa kana marizan فأنبت الله له شجرة So this should be شجرة يختيني
Yes.
شجرة يختيني. مضاف مضاف إليه. It is, sister?
Yes, مضاف مضاف إليه.
Okay. شجرة يختيني. ثم ثم أرسله أرسله
Mhm.
أرسله مرة أخرى إلى قومه وفقهم فوقفهم الله إلى الإيمان بدعوته.
Yes. That's beautiful. And that's basically the story of Yunus that we have. We're just going to go back. And in case there are any questions, by the way, guys, those of you who are new and don't understand what's happening, please, feel free to ask questions. If you don't understand the grammar of some certain sentence structures, please feel free to ask, inshallah. Okay, so let's go back and try and translate this. Somebody else maybe wants to participate. I don't know if you want to do the translation. You're welcome to do it. If not, we can. I don't know, Fahima, do you want to participate? Do you want to try the translation or not?
We can try, Sister Ma'am, because I haven't prepared, but you can try this.
Let's try it together. Okay.
Arsalallahu Nabiyya Yunus. Allah has sent Nabi Yunus alayhi salam ila qawmin yad'uhum ila tawhidillahi ta'ala, to the people, to invite them to the tawhid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wa tark ash-shirk bihi wa tahdhirihim min aqibati al-baqa'i ala dinihim, to leave the shirk and to and tahzirihim, and to turn towards them, tahziri hadara
warn, remember?
Hadar, yes, to warn, yeah. And to warn them from the punishment, from the final meeting. Aqibatul final meeting.
From the consequences? Yeah.
Or consequence. Okay, so to leave the shirk and to warn them for the consequence of baqa'i. Baqa'i is meeting? No, not meeting.
You had it the first time. Baqiya yabqa.
Yeah, baqiya yabqa. To meet and to remain.
Yes.
To remain. So warn them from the consequence of remaining on their deen.
Yes.
إلا أنهم لم يستجيبوا لدعوته وأصروا على دينهم. Except that they did not responded to his call, and وأصروا, and they were persistent على دينهم, on their religion.
Yes. I don't know what's happening with. I'm trying to write, but it's just misbehaving. Anyway. Okay. واستكبروا
على دعوة نبيهم فما كان من يونس عليه السلام, and they were arrogant towards the call of their prophet, and not فما كان من يونس from the
you have to read at least so this is maybe I can explain this. This is a template. This ma kana plus min plus an ism, and then you have plus illa. So ma kana min
not
somebody illa. It means he didn't have any choice but.
He didn't have any choice but. Okay. Yeah, ma when comes with illa, then it will be taken as a template of not.
Exactly. So this is kind of like.
Okay. فما كان من يونس عليه السلام إلا من أخرج من قريته, and not he had
and Yunus?
Yunus al-Islam is the ism of Kana, right, sister?
Yes. فما كان من يونس, because now it comes with min, so it's going to be Yunusa, basically. So Yunus did not have a choice.
Yeah, but is it Yunus did not have choice? Okay. What is the ism of Kana here, sister?
Yunus.
And ism of Kana can come with the with
min zaida.
Okay, من زايدة. Okay. فما كان من يونس عليه السلام. So the Yunus عليه السلام didn't have a choice but أن خرج من قريته to leave from the village.
من قريتي.
قومه دون إذن to leave from his village. Sorry.
From the village. Okay.
Of his people, of his home. Of دون إذن, without the permission من ربه. دون إذن من ربه فركب إحدى السفن, without the permission from his Lord, and he ride rakiba, right? Ride or started journey.
Oh, you can say boarded.
Yeah, boarded. And he boarded one of the ship, Sufni ship. وكانت مليئة بالركاب. And مليئة is a group of leaders. A leader.
Filled. ملأ يملأ.
And the rukabi, the riders or the people,
yes.
Passengers were filled with?
Yes. Passengers.
Means the boat was filled with passengers.
Yes.
The ship was filled with passengers.
That's why it's kanat, because sufunu is a broken plural. That's why we are saying kanat, one F. Mali'atan, also one F.
So, Sufni is a ship, right? One of the ships.
Ships.
Sufni.
Not one, but broken plural. What's happening? It's a broken plural. For Safina, it even comes later here. Safina is one.
Yes.
And then the broken plural is sufun, ships.
Yeah. It is translated as one of the ships, right? One of the ships.
Yes. Ihda as-sufuni, one of the ships.
He boarded one of the ships, and it was filled with passengers. والأمتعة فاشتدت رياح أثناء الإبحار السفينة. And the أمتعة.
So this, what is it connected to? أمتعة.
بالركب.
So this goes back to this. So this is one section. بالركاب والأمتعة.
This is موصوف صفة, right? موصوف صفة.
Not موصوف صفة. عطف. بالركاب والأمتعة.
Yeah.
Yes, واو عطف.
And I have no clue about Amtiyati.
So Amtiyati is their belongings, sister. What is that?
Yes, their belongings, their commodities.
Commodities.
So mata', it comes in the Quran.
Yeah, temporary enjoyment.
Yes. Yeah, so that is the singular form of it, and then amti'a is the plural.
Oh, okay. So he boarded one of the ships, and the ship was filled with the passengers and the commodities. فاشتدت الرياح, the wind was severe. أثناء الإبحار. Severe or intensified. أثناء الإبحار, during the إبحار, during the during the sea.
Yeah, so basically abhara yubhiru, like bahar means sea. You take it and you put it in the Aslama family. Literally, it means to put someone at sea. Yeah, so to make someone go to sea, abhara, you put someone in the sea. So that's abhara. So ibhar, which is the masdar, like islaman, ibharan, is basically being in the sea. So yeah, so you can look at it as maybe seafaring, or during the journey, or during the navigation of the ship, something like that. Any one of those is fine.
So Sister Lam, this ishtadda is actually it's intransitive, right? Ishtaddat, the wind was intensified.
Yes.
During the.
Yes, this is intransitive.
Mazi, right? It's
yes, it is Madi, but she's asking if it's lazim. So it's Madi and it's lazim. That's why al-riyahu is the dua of ishtaddat.
Because this is broken plural again, ishtaddat has come, sister.
Yes.
Rihun is singular. Rihun.
Yeah, exactly.
Singular is rihun.
Okay, so Okay. So the wind was intensified during the seafaring or during navigation of the ship. وخشي من فيها الغرق وبدأوا بالتخلص من الأمتعة التي معهم. Okay. So and give me 1 second still. خشي من فيها. He feared whoever in the whoever were in it were afraid of drowning.
Yes.
Afraid of drowning, and they began to تخلص, and they began to think, they began to ponder.
So think about khalas. When we say khalas, finished.
Yeah.
So yeah, khallasa, to get rid of.
And they began to get rid of the amtiati commodities allati ma'ahum, which were with them, illa anna al-hala, except that the
sorry, I hope you can see now.
Okay, so they were they want to get rid of the commodities which were with them, except that the hal means the situation.
Yes.
Except that the situation did not change. فقرروا إلقاء أحد منهم, and فقرروا and did not change. فقرروا, and one of the قرر يقرر is to continue, persistent, right?
To
قرر.
qarar. Isn't that like an Urdu word? Qarar?
Yeah.
That is
to decide.
It's there in the IMSA also. Yeah, to decide. Yeah. They decided to ilqa'a. They decide to remain ilqa'a, to remain one of them.
No, to put down, right?
Yes,
to put down. To throw, to cast, to cast.
Yes.
To cast, yeah,
cast.
throw. So they decided to cast or throw or put one of them. واخترعوا فيما بينهم. اخترع يخترعوا. I'm sorry, I'm clueless.
So basically it means they voted, but literally what they did is they casted lots. You know, back in the days they used to have like, they would cut sticks into different lengths, and then they would present to people, and whoever has the shortest stick basically has the bad luck. So they would make sticks, yeah, and then somebody would pick. So that's what they did. That's what اخترع يخترعوا means. So اخترعوا.
Yeah. It means basically they casted lots, or they casted vote. So فقروا إلقاء أحد منهم فاقترعوا, so they casted lots فيما among in what بينهم وقعت على النوسة. And in that,
so here you can just say amongst themselves. فيما بينهم.
So how will take it, because it has come earlier as well. فيما بينهم.
Yeah, so this فيما, we just look at it as amongst. Then بينهم, themselves. So they casted votes amongst themselves.
Okay, so
the
they
people
casted
who are
votes.
In the ship.
Okay, they casted votes amongst themselves, and فوقعت على يونس, and it وقعت, and it happened to be Yunus alayhi salam.
So it literally means it fell on. It fell on Yunus. What fell on Yunus? The lots. So whatever they were casting, the lots. That's why it's fawaqa'at.
Happened to be also waqa'a, also happened.
Yes, or happened.
Took place.
Yes.
And it happened to be Yunus alayhi salam. That the voting. We can take it like that, sister.
Yeah, that's fine. Waqa'a also means to happen, or hadatha, basically. Yeah.
Okay. وألقي في البحر وسخر, and ألقي, he was casted in the sea. وسخر, and he was subjected. Sakhara, I know, subjected with the Arabic word Quran, subjected or subservient. Subdued.
Yeah, subdued. But who did the subduing?
Yeah, Sakhara Allahu. Okay, and Allah subdued him. Lahu, him. For him, okay. Subdued for him. Hutan ibtala'ahu duna أن يصيبه بأي أذى. Okay, now Allah subdued for him hutan fish. Hutan is fish.
Yeah, it's a whale,
Fish,
basically.
whale.
Yeah,
Whale.
yeah. Whale. This one
ابتلع.
I'll give you. So this is swallowed him. ابتلع يبتلع, to swallow.
Hutan swallowed him. Duna, without yusibahu, without without any hardship.
Harm. Avan?
Without any harm. Correct. Without any harm. بأي أذى. Without بأي, in which واستخر يونس في بطن الحوت. Sister Lam, بأي is which, right? Which harm.
Yes. So أي has actually several meanings. So this here, it means any. Without so ابتلعه, it swallowed him. It going back to the hoot. So it swallowed him. Sorry, this goes back to Yunus, this who, but the dua inside ibtala'a is the fish, the whale. So the whale swallowed him, duna, without an yusibahu, without afflicting him or striking him, bi ayyi adhan, with any harm. So this ayyi here means any. Sometimes it means which, sometimes it can mean any, sometimes it has different meanings like that, depending on how it's used.
Yeah, which is comes in the type of question words. If it comes in the middle, then it is taken as any, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Without afflicting any harm, واستقر Yunus, and he remained, or he stayed, Yunus A.S. stayed, في بطن الحوت, in the stomach of the fish, musabbihan. Musabbihan means doing tasbih is doing we call doing tasbih
glorifying
of his
Allah.
Lord.
Just doing
Glorifying
tasbih is fine.
Yeah, glorifying the musabbihan rabbahu, glorifying his Lord. ومستغفرا, for seeking for مستغفرا إياه, and seeking forgiveness only to him. وتائبا إليه, and returning to him. فغثف به الحوت, and the fish did not harm him.
So there's another word for throwing. Remember, this word is gonna come again. So the fish threw him out.
Okay, again. غثف. And the fish threw him out إلى البر, to the bar is well, right?
Barri is the opposite of bahr. Barr wal bahr. So what is bahr?
Bahr is sea.
So barr is the opposite.
Oh.
Land.
Bir is well is also in Yusuf alayhi salam's case. We read well also.
So
right?
there's bir.
Should be seashore, sister.
Yeah, or the land. It's just a general term for land. So you have two things. You have the sea and then you have the land. Any water body in Arabic is called bahr. It could be a sea, it could be an ocean. Any large water body, like a lake or a sea or an ocean, is called bahr. And then any form of land is basically called bar. So those are the opposites that we have, land and sea.
So this is dry land, sister, then? This is a dry land.
Yes.
Okay.
Bir means goodness. So those are the words that are very close. There's bir, there's bar. Bi'r is what you're talking about in Surah Yusuf. Bi'r.
Yeah.
There's a hamza.
Okay.
So bi'r.
Yusuf alayhi salam's story, bir.
Yes, which is a well, like a well for water inside. Not this kind of whale, not the fish, but like a borehole. Bi'r.
Oh.
So
Bi'r, that is bi'r.
And one of the names of Allah is Al-Bar. So that's another name also.
And what does it mean, Sulam? One of the names?
Bar.
Al-Bar means like a creator. So Musawwir, they have very common names. Khaliq, Bari, Musawwir.
Bari, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Bari.
Yeah.
So Bari is also like a creator and originator.
Yes.
Like that.
Okay. Can I continue, sister?
Yes, go on.
Okay. فَغَذَفَ بِهِ الْحُوتُ إِلَى الْبَرِّ بِأَمْرٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ, and the fish threw him out to the land, dry land, by the command of Allah. وَكَانَ مَرِيضًا فَأَنْبَتَ اللَّهُ أنبت الله له شجرة يقطين, and he was sick, so Allah grew for him a tree يقطين.
So here, shajara, it's not really translated as tree, but you can just say leaves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leaves of yaqteen. This is right, sister? Leaves of yaqteen.
Yes. Or you can say like the plant of yaqteen, because the yaqteen is not really a tree. It's not. It doesn't. It's squash, or some people call it what is it called? Pumpkin.
Acha, okay. So basically,
so
we
if
can
you've
say
seen
plant
how it grows, yeah, you can say leaves of pumpkin. If you see how it grows, it doesn't really grow to a tree. It's just it creeps on the ground.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So Allah grew for him the leaves of pumpkin. ثم أرسله مرة أخرى إلى قومه. Again, then he had sent another time to his nation.
He sent him.
He sent him, yes.
Yunus.
He sent him. Yes, correct. He sent him again another time, or again to his people. فوقهم فوفقهم الله إلى الإيمان بدعوته, to get to make conscious of Allah.
So remember when we were doing the reader and we say وفقك الله وزادك علما نافعا. Remember there was something like that in one of the وفقك الله.
Oh, I don't remember.
May Allah. Okay, so it means to give success.
So it is same meaning like fawqa also, sister? Above, like?
No. Fawqa is above. Fawqa is an ism.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Even wafaqa is giving an above position, you mean to say?
No.
Here?
Fa is harf ataf.
No. Wafaqa. This meaning.
Wafaqa, it means to give someone access. Like wafiqun. Sometimes we say that. Or how do I explain? So wafaqa is to make someone successful or to give success. Like we say tawfiq. Tawfiq. You know that word? So this is wafaqa yuwafiqu tawfiqan.
So that Allah gave them success to the iman with his invitation, right? Allah gave them success to iman with his call.
Yeah, with his call to them or with his invitation is fine. Call or invitation, both. Basically with da'wah.
Da'wah, yes.
Yeah. And that's the end to the story of Yunus alayhi salam. I don't know if there are any questions or any clarifications that we need to...
The meaning of asna, sister, here? I couldn't get it. Asna al-bahr. The meaning of asna. What was the meaning for
during. Yeah.
So now one more thing. Fima bainahum. Fima bainahum is a template. It's always taken as Fima is amongst themselves.
Yeah, most of the time, yeah. Fima bainahum.
Ma is again isma mausul there, sister, in Fima. And the bainahum is again sila for ma. The whole, this one thing?
This whole thing is one thing. So you have fi harf jar, ma isim majroor, ma isim mausul, baina silatul mausul, baina mudaf, hum mudaf ilayh. So it's the chain is connected. So it's a giant, it's a big jar majroor basically. Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you want to translate it literally, you can say waqtara'u, they voted in what was amongst them. But it doesn't sound right. You say in what was amongst them.
Whatever with them or whatever,
or whatever
between them.
was with them, or it doesn't sound
whatever
right.
Between them. Yeah.
And I know that most of the time we know that ma is used for غير عاقل, for for those who don't have aqil. So I think here maybe they're talking about the lots. they casted the lots, what was with them, the lots that were with them, maybe. That's why they're using ma and not man. But sometimes also ma can be used for aqil, for intelligent beings. There's some exceptions. Yeah. Yeah, but I think here maybe it's referring to the lots. You could be right. So they casted whatever they had with the lots, or whatever they had of lots, and one of those lots fell on or happened upon Yunus alayhi salam. Any other question? Or
the lots, what you're saying is the lottery, like, sister? It is like the lottery, what they say? The bits?
Yeah, so they had this old system, and I think even with the Zakaria, they did a different system where they threw pens. So back in the days, if they wanted to vote, like if they wanted to decide who gets to do something, they would cut sticks different lengths. So one would be shorter, one would be longer, one would be different lengths. And then a person would hold them in that you cannot see the size. So they would hide the size, and everyone would just pick one stick, one stick, one stick. And whoever has the shortest stick, basically he has the bad luck, and he has to be either thrown overboard or whatever. Something needs to happen. So that's what they used to do. Yeah. You know, like us.
It is from the bundle of the sticks they need to pick up. It is in that way.
Yes. Yeah. You know, these days we say ini, mini, mini, mo, something like that. In picky, picky, pokey, or something weird like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they had the sticks. That's how they used to choose. Yeah. This was their system back in the days. Okay. Yeah, I think pretty much, subhanAllah, you guys are really, really doing well. So you can see how far we've come. When we started, we were struggling a lot, but alhamdulillah, now all the words the vocabulary is coming, the structure, the sentence, the grammatical analysis is also just flowing. It will reach a point, inshallah, where we can just read without having to think, is this a maf'ul bihi, is this a fa'il, is this, none of that, inshallah, one day.
Inshallah. Jazakallah khairan kaseera.
I must say, you're very patient, and your explanation is so beautiful, Sister Ilham. It motivates, and I don't, especially me, I don't get scared. So I just say whatever it's in my heart. So I feel it's so relaxed with you. Jazakallah khair for your patience.
First, I had the problem with the English vocabs, with the meaning, because I was much towards Urdu with the meaning. But alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khairan kaseera,
but we understand
giving me
each
an
other.
option.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. That's good. Okay, if I don't know if there's anything else, so maybe you can just, as you go, reflect on the story of Yunus. By the way, this is one of the rare stories where basically a prophet did not seek permission before leaving, because but the mission of a prophet is to relay the message. We talked about this in Surah Taghabun. We said, the prophet's mission is to relay the message. Yeah, so that's their mission. Their mission is to relay the message. You can imagine Yunus alayhi salam decided, I'm not going to relay the message anymore. These people are too stubborn. I'm going to walk away. So that was a big deal. That was a major thing. He did not ask Allah for permission. He was like, I'm just going to sneak in the middle of the night and I'm going to go away. Subhanallah. So, and Allah taught him a lesson. And while he was in the fish, he was just making adhkar and seeking forgiveness and saying the famous dua, subhanaka, la ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. And his dua actually became a reason for us as well, because Allah says in the Quran, وَكَذَلِكَ نُنْجِي الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, and in the same way we will rescue believers. So if you use this word, if you are in a terrible situation and you don't know what to do, just like Yunus was in the belly of the whale, he basically has nowhere to go, just to die there. And he made this dua and Allah rescued him. In the same way, if you find yourself in a similar situation, make this dua, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin, and Allah will rescue you from that situation. So those are some of the lessons we can learn from Yunus. And he actually went back, did tawbah, and his people, which is a very rare occasion, his people actually accepted his message after he came back. Subhanallah. Most of the time, the prophets are rejected and they're chased away. But his people, they actually accepted the message. So this is a rare occasion for prophets. All right. Yeah, it's subhanallah, it's amazing, these stories. So next time you read in the Quran or you're reading the translation of the story of Yunus, you have some idea of what is happening. So memorize that dua. That's a very important dua to have. You never know what you find yourself in. Okay. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاك الله خيرا كثيرا.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. جزاك الله خيرا.
إياكم جزاكم
Mr.
الله
Ilham,
خيرا.
I wanted to talk. If you can please stop the recording, then I would like to, talk
Okay.
to you a little bit.